Hey there. It is good to be back. It's Soraya. I am coming to you after some maternity leave. So some big life changes. Had a baby in February and he is just amazing. Like, it has definitely been quite a journey. If you followed me on Instagram or social media for a while, you know that this has been a long time in the works. So I am finally now, let's see, he'll be 3 months old tomorrow. And I'm finally now kind of getting back into my groove. He's sleeping through the night. And so I am getting back into podcasting. I'm so excited. So excited. Because let me be honest, it has been a little bit challenging to stay consistent over the last year for me with lots of things going on. So really looking forward to being back in your phone on a weekly basis. Okay, so let's just dive right in. If you are new to me, to this podcast, to my email list, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. I am Soraya Goddard. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I was born and raised in California. I spent 23 years as a United States Army officer. And last year, in 2023, I was able to leave the Army and retire and work on social media full time, which has also been a long time in the works. So here I am now speaking to you from my now permanent home in San Antonio after living all over the US and world with my husband and my son and my two little spoiled dogs, who you should also follow on Instagram at Olive and Queso. That is my family, as crazy as it is. And so I like to come here on this podcast and talk to you about all things social media and personal branding. Most of the people that follow me are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales, or something like that. But I will tell you that I just talk about good marketing in general. So small business owners listen. I have listeners from all over the world on this lovely podcast. So hello, it has been far too long. So this is actually going to be kind of a fun little episode because I actually had my first viral video in February. And it's still gaining traction, which is crazy because it's now May. But I want to talk to you about viral videos. Do you need them? Do you not? Are you prepared to go viral, et cetera, and give you some tips. These are just good social media tips, even if you've never had a viral video or if you don't care about going viral. But here's the thing. Every time I coach someone on social media, people say, I would love to have my account go viral and blow up. And here is the thing. Sometimes you don't know what you ask for. Yes, in theory, that sounds great, but there are some challenges that go along with explosive growth or having just even one viral video. So let's start there. I will walk you through what reel of mine went viral, why, how, pros, cons, and then give you some action steps that you need to take if you ever want to have a reel or TikTok go viral. Okay? All right. So, the experience of going viral on social media is so odd because you've probably heard people say this, and it's true. It's never the thing that you expect to go viral that goes viral. Like, it's never the video that you spent time on and you look good in and you edited and that, like, it's just not. It's not the thing that you wanted to go viral that ever actually goes viral. And that is true for me too. So after being on social media for 8 years and publishing content consistently for 8 years, I had one viral video this year. So let that be proof that you don't need a viral video to A, build an audience, or B, build a successful business. So let's just get that one out of the way. But as kind of, legend has it, the viral video was not the one that I wanted to go viral or expected to go viral. It was one that let me just tell you what it was. So my video went viral on Facebook, first of all, which I barely ever use. Go figure, right? Number two, and I actually just kind of recommitted to Facebook recently. And so it's not strange, but go figure, because Instagram has always been my main platform. So it was actually a video that I posted to Instagram that automatically shared to Facebook, and it went viral on Facebook, but did not go viral on Instagram. Crazy. So It was a video of me on the day before I ended up giving birth, getting admitted into the hospital, actually 2 days before I gave birth, getting admitted into the hospital and, or on my way to the hospital, basically. So what happened is my water broke, but I, having never had a baby before, I thought it had broken, but I wasn't quite sure. So I called my OB and it was just slowly, and this not to get like graphic or anything, it was just like slowly leaking. Like it wasn't in the movies. It wasn't like I got up and there was this huge rush of fluid or anything. So I was like, I think it's kind of happening, but I don't know. I don't have any contractions yet. Like, what do I do? And my OB said, clean up, have something to eat, and come on in. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not in a rush. She said, don't take all day, but like, you don't have to come in right this second. I was like, okay, got it. So I took my time, knowing that like this is probably going to happen. Like, the whole birth process is starting and I probably was going to be admitted. I took a lovely shower. And what did I do? Because I'm a content creator, I put up a tripod and I filmed it. Not the shower, but like me getting ready, right? So I took a long, luxurious shower. It was amazing. I did my hair, I did my makeup, like nothing too crazy, but I cleaned myself up, right? I wanted to feel good. I put some lashes on, which apparently is very controversial that I had lashes on or put lashes on before I went in to give birth. And I made a reel about it. And I just said, hey, when your water breaks, like, but you have some time, because I wasn't in labor yet. I wasn't having contractions yet. You take an everything shower and you do this and you that. And I made a funny reel about it. And the reel was literally just me doing my hair, putting on my makeup and getting dressed and then getting in the car to drive to the hospital. Nothing about my business, nothing about anything that I normally talk about, not about personal branding. Okay. So that's the background of this. So initially, I didn't really I took that video footage and I got to the hospital and they admitted me and I wasn't really having strong contractions. And so I was just kind of sitting there and they were waiting for my contractions to get more intense. Newsflash, they weren't. They ended up having to induce me with a Pitocin drip and because my water was broken. And so to make sure that I wasn't going to get infected or anything like that. I'm getting deep into this because it actually matters for the context of what I'm about to tell you. But the kind of infection risk clock starts, right? So I sat on a IV drip where they were basically trying to cause my body to start the labor process. And I had a lot of time to sit there. And so I was posting on social media, I was texting people, I was doing all sorts of stuff because I was there in the hospital for well over 2 days, but I was in labor for 32 hours. So during those 32 hours, I had a lot of time. So I edited the video and I posted it on Instagram, which then again, I have it set up so that it automatically posts also to Facebook. So that's how I posted the reel. So this is now I can't even remember what time I posted it, but it's, hours after. I still don't have a baby yet because I'm still contracting a little bit now, but nowhere close to having the baby. So I posted it and then I didn't really think much of it. Well, it wasn't until a couple days later that I saw that it had a ton of views. And again, that was in February and it just keeps getting more views. It's had 3 million views at this point almost. So by the time you listen to this podcast, it'll probably be very close to 3 million views. So not mega, mega, mega viral, right? Not 12 million or 200 million views or anything like that, but 3 million. So that's definitely more than I've ever had on any of my video content posts on any platform anywhere. Okay, so immediately there's a couple things that I should have known that made this go viral. Number one, it was a video that people, particularly women who have had a child, were interested in because it was either like or unlike their story. So in other words, it gave them an opportunity to talk about themselves. Because let's be honest, that's why things go viral, because it either reflects something about yourself or, your audience, or it is relatable in some way. I mean, yes, there's exceptions. There's like cute dog videos and funny videos and things like that. But a lot of the content that goes viral, particularly for business, is because it's something that is very relatable. Like either I have an experience that is similar, or I've been in that situation, or it's something that I can talk about. And so immediately people that I knew and didn't know started commenting about their water breaking scenario. And like, basically it was like a split camp. Half the people were like, that's awesome, so glad you got to take a shower. The other half of the people were like, must be nice, I didn't get to take a shower. My water broke and my baby was there like 3 minutes later. So, all that kind of stuff, right? So the comments are all over the place. And since February, again, for the last like 3 months, it's just been going and going and going and going and going. And the comments are crazy. Like some of them got pretty heated. Some of the people in the comments were mad that I was, and still to this day, people are commenting and they're like, a bunch of people have called me vain for making myself feel good before I went into labor. So, okay, cool. Got it. That's what you think of me. I wasn't worried about vanity. I wanted to feel good, right? Anyways, because the people in the room either don't know me or it's my husband, and my husband clearly has seen me without makeup on. So it wasn't for him, it was for me. But I digress. So then a bunch of people were pissed that I was advocating, or they thought I was advocating for women to not go to the hospital after their waters broke, which again, nothing of the sort. I never made any medical advice. It wasn't intended to do anything but just document what I did because I wasn't yet in labor, right? But I didn't say that in the video. And so people were like, well, the infection risk starts, blah, 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 blah. And like, I got nurses fighting in the comments and people talking with each other. So a whole bunch of little ecosystems of comments, spurred the virality of the video. Okay. So again, why am I telling you all this? It's because content that gets people commenting is the stuff that goes viral, right? You know that, I know that. It's hard to engineer that, but in retrospect, now I realize that this topic was something that everyone could comment about who has had a child. And so for that reason, a good proportion of the people who follow me and or saw it randomly on their little, For You page type, whatever it's called on Facebook, would be able to comment, oh, well, that's crazy. I had my baby in 20 minutes after my water broke. Or, oh, yeah, I'm the same with you. I took a really nice shower. It was the best. Or, yeah, I took a bath. So it encouraged people to share their own stories. So very, very interesting comments. They were all over the place. So let's just talk very quickly about some pros and some cons of having a video like that. Okay, so good thing, obviously, it got a bunch of views, but views don't pay the bills. So you hope that those views turn into followers, and it has for me. It's gained me a ton of new followers on Facebook. I'd say maybe 1,000 or so of people who just clicked the follow button on my profile. So now they're going to see my personal Facebook stuff. Like my personal profile is where it was, which is great because I talk about my business on my personal profile. So that is a win. That is a thumbs up, net positive, pro, it's in the pro column for going viral. Another pro of going viral is obviously if you have a system set up to capture those people's attention in some way, and you have a product to sell or a product to promote, a business to promote, then you can market to those people, which is great. So we already said these people are now following me, which is awesome. And I have these people now seeing my personal profile, which is something that I post to all the time, which is great. Okay. Again, thumbs up. I also, in the video, and I didn't do this on purpose, but in retrospect, it was smart, I did my hair in the video. Well, if you know me, you know I'm a brand rep for a shampoo company. And we have products, that I was using in my video just because I use them on a daily basis anyway, because I love them. And so lots and lots of people asked me what I was using in my hair. And so I was able to follow up with those people. I still, I think yesterday I had 4 people or 5 people fill out hair quizzes because of that specific video. And I know that they're that specific video for two reasons. Number one, because they either told me, or they were people in the comments saying, hey, by the way, what do you use on your hair? And I responded to them and gave them the link to my hair quiz. So why am I telling you this? Because if you don't have a way to capture those people, and they're not following you for whatever reason, like it's not going to help you. Like, you can go viral, but it's not going to help you by any means. Or if the people that ended up following you are not in your ideal client realm, they're not in your target market, like they're never going to be a customer of yours, then the viral video didn't necessarily help your business, right? Okay, great. You can say you went viral, but that doesn't pay the bills. Again, thankfully, my video went viral with women, and anyone with hair is in my target market. So I'm good. Like, I'm good there. All the people that followed me because they thought that was interesting and they want to follow my journey, great. Now, if they were following me because they thought I was going to post a bunch of motherhood tips or something, they're going to figure out that they are not in the right spot. So that could be a con, but hopefully they'll unfollow me if that's the case. So again, kind of more in the pro column, I was able to capture a lot of those followers, or those leads, those people, into followers that will continue to see my content. So there's not only current business growth happening and conversion to customers happening, but potential in the future as well. So that is all fantastic. Now, some of the cons. The first con is that people are just annoying. Man, I had so many people calling me vain and unnecessary and shallow and how stupid and that's BS. And I'm like, people, my God, like, I know that there are some angry people in the world, but really, like, just calling strangers names on the internet is so commonplace these days, and it blows my mind all the time. So if you have thin skin, right, and you have a video that goes viral, like, you know how this works. It is terrible. And I don't have thin skin, so it didn't really bother me, but it's still it just is kind of mind-blowing how rude people are. That's really the only thing. I don't take it personally. I don't think that it's a judgment on my character, right? Okay, if you think I'm vain because I put fake eyelashes on every day, well, then okay, cool. Like, I'm still going to do it. But my point is that going viral definitely brings out all the trolls. So you have to be prepared to manage your own reactions to it. And for a lot of people, that's very difficult. Like, it's very difficult when people call you names, especially like this one. Okay, I'm vain, fine. But if you have a video where people are, like calling you really insulting names, let's just say that can be very devastating, especially if it's, they're calling you something that maybe you already struggle with or other people have called you. Like, all of that is just really difficult. It's never pleasant. Is it going to stop you? No. Should it? No. But you've got to be prepared for that. And then again, the con is if you don't have a good system, let's say you get 4 or 5 people a day asking you about your product or your video or your business or whatever. Do you have a way to manage that, right? Do you have a way? So for me, my way of doing that is I have a hair quiz that I send them to. It's very easy. It's my way of generating quality leads, and I can instantly respond to them through text message as soon as they fill out my hair quiz. It's very easy. I know they want to talk to me, and all I have to do is cut and paste a little spiel with my link. Super, super simple. I have it automated over on Instagram. It's manual over on Facebook, but it's still easy to do. It's just a cut and paste. So as the comments come in, I just respond to them. Very, very simple. But if you don't have something like that in your business and you have to go through a whole DM conversation, there's no way I could have had DM conversations with 7 people a day for the last, I could have, but with a newborn, I couldn't have 7 conversations through DM back and forth a day, trying to figure out who's serious, who's not, blah, blah, blah. I just wouldn't have been able to keep up with that with a newborn at the time. So my advice would be, if you don't have some sort of easy way to get into a conversation with a prospect, other than like, you don't want to just send them your sales page or your checkout page, because we all know that those are all, they're confusing, they're terrible, like they don't know what products they need, blah, 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 blah. If there's no way to easily help them, you're kind of screwed. So I would really put some time into thinking about that. Maybe it's you have a like a package or something that's easy that you start people off of, etc. It's going to be different for everybody's business, but you've got to think about what happens if you go viral or you just even start to gain more followers, enough followers that you can't keep up with individual messages all day, every single day, maybe while you're at work or taking care of your kids or doing whatever else, right? You've got to have a way to be able to quickly respond to those in a short amount of time. What is that method? So just food for thought. It's scaling. Something that my old coach said to me is, are the things that you're doing in your business scalable so that when you have 10,000 people on your team, you can still do those things? I'll just say that again. Are the things that you're doing in your business scalable so that when you have, not if, but when you have 10,000 people on your team, you can still do those things? What are the systems? What are the ways that you can contact people quickly and efficiently and effectively so that they convert? And then how do you onboard them as either customers or business partners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All of those things are things you should have systems for. Otherwise, going viral is just pointless. Absolutely pointless. So those are some things just to, I guess really just think about, right? Okay, so let's just recap. Number one, you don't need to go viral because I have built a successful business without it. And this isn't even like super mega viral. You do not need to go viral, but can it help? Can it convert? Can it give you more followers, more customers, more business builders, more eyes on your future content? Yes, absolutely. And for that reason, it's fantastic. Do an audit of your accounts. Do you have information to send or some entry way to capture those people's attention if they are interested in you? If not, think about how you would do that. Think about, are you creating content that encourages discussions? Are you creating content that encourages people to share their own experiences and to be able to relate with you? Because that is the kind of stuff that goes viral. If not, maybe that's something you should think about. And then my last tip, kind of, the last takeaway here is just keep creating content for your ideal customer, because quite frankly, your ideal customer, your ideal client is going to love that kind of content, regardless of whether it goes viral or not. You don't need to go viral, again, back to my number one takeaway, to serve the people that you already have watching you. If you serve the people that you already have in your audience and you don't worry about the people that could potentially come to you, you will be much better off. Okay. Anyways, I hope that was interesting. I hope that helped. I hope that was a little bit fun. You're welcome to go check out the Facebook Reel if you want. It's the only one that has 3 million views. It's from 3 months ago. I'll link it in the show notes too if you just want to go check it out and look at some of the crazy comments. But I hope that helped. I will be back soon with more podcast episodes. If there is something that you particularly liked about this, you thought this was helpful, feel free to screenshot this or share it with your teams. If you have a topic that you'd like me to cover, then slide into my DMs over on Instagram. That is where I hang out most, at Soraya Goddard. The link is also in the show notes below here, and just let me know. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.